Oh, hello, and welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm trying something new, and I'm trying to put together a dish that I saw on Instagram. It is a cauliflower phyllo dough pie. It's kind of like the Great British Baking Show and the Blind Bake Challenge. Will he get the Paul Hollywood handshake? No, because you're not supposed to shake hands. All right, I'm doing something different, and I'm doing this whole recipe based on an Ottolenghi Instagram post. If you are not familiar with Ottolenghi, clearly I am. I love this. If you like food and you like pictures of food, this is nothing but food porn. It's amazing. Plenty and plenty more. Nothing but veggies in here. Sexy, sexy veggies. Jerusalem, another great book. Lots more, there's meat in here. So I love his stuff. Can't go wrong. So he gave the barest instructions. He said, okay, I roasted some cauliflower. I made a mustardy, garlicky bechamel, and then he put it into phyllo dough in a spring-form pan. So I've roasted my cauliflower, and I made my bechamel. Now, what's a bechamel? So glad you asked. So we're making a bechamel, which is one of the mother sauces, which just means that it's one of the 5 sauces that you can make other sauces out of. Usually with a bechamel, you can make a cheese sauce out of it. So we're making a roux to start out with. So and this is super duper easy. It just sounds fancy. 3 tablespoons of butter, in you go. We're gonna let that melt. Then we're gonna whisk in 3 tablespoons of flour. So you want equal amount of butter and flour. Make a nice little roux. You just wanna cook all the flour out. You don't wanna get it brown like you're making a gumbo or anything like that. Just get it nice and cookie. And then we're adding in 1.5 cups of milk that I've warmed up in the microwave. And then we're gonna add in cheese and mustard and garlic and maybe even a little horseradish just to make things extra spicy and interesting. Oh shit, that's really good. And then it comes out in this great, amazing, goopy cheese sauce. What? Now the recipe didn't call for it, but my friends Cecilia and Natalie, they sent me a funeral ham, literally a 17-pound ham from Benton's Farm. It's amazing stuff. And there were like just parts that, so I chopped up some swine and I crisped that up. And I also sauteed some kale and onions, because you need your grains. Now here is the roadblock. I found phyllo dough in my freezer. Apparently it is ancient phyllo dough, and it is falling apart. So we're gonna wing it and kind of piece it together and see what's going on. So phyllo dough is a pain in the butt. I mean, it's delicious, but we're gonna try to figure out how to make this into something solid over here that will keep its shape. All right. This might be a shit show. Have no idea. So I've taken the pieces parts of phyllo dough and put them down in the bottom of a spring-form pan. It's gonna be a nightmare. Cauliflower and kale in big parts. If you wanna keep it vegetarian, don't put the big parts in. Again, this is just like being on the Great British Baking Show. You have no idea what the measurements are or how the hell everything's gonna work out. So now we're just gonna dump that garlicky, mustardy bechamel that, oh yeah. Okay, you know what? Regardless, if this doesn't look good, it reminds me of this thing. My mom used to make this dish that was horrible. I never liked it, but my sister did, and they called it, it doesn't look good, but it tastes good. Frankly, it doesn't look good or taste good, in my opinion. But I think this is gonna be great. I mean, it's veggies and a bunch of cheese sauce. And pig. So I'm going to try to wrap these sides in and give it another little brush of butter, and then into a 400-degree oven for about 20 minutes. And then we'll see how it is. Okay, so it came out of, wow, it's still a little warm. Came out of the oven. It looks okay. It was in the oven at 400 for about 35 minutes. And now is the moment of truth when it sat out for 10. Or actually 17. It was the first 2 segments of The Real Housewives of New York. Hey! That looks pretty good. Okay. Oh. That's so stupid. That is so stupid. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. Okay. So we did it. A cauliflower cheesy phyllo dough. Just put a little bit of radish sprouts on there. Yes, radish sprouts. They had them at the corner store. I've got a good corner store. Edgewater Market, it's really good. Okay, so I'm gonna eat this. Let's see how it goes. Ooh, it sounds good. I think the bottom was a little too thick. This is dumb. I have no idea what the measurements are. I made my best guess. Yeah, there we go. Cauliflower cheesy phyllo pie. Wash your gross hands. Yeah, that bottom part would just keep once. Oh, so well. Leave it alone.
Well, until you take again.
No, you have to, it's the ending credit.
Do a dance.
Too late.